Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, good evening. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon. Why am I holding a book? I will explain that. For those of you that know, I write down every game that was, game that is, games that are about to happen. So obviously, we started with game one, and I'm gonna quickly show you a little scribble of that. That was game one. But before game one, I did predictions. I uh, I did predictions of who I thought would finish where. I'm gonna say I'm pretty accurate. I'm almost spot on with everything for who made the playoffs, not where they were gonna finish. Um, but I'm gonna show you that right quick here. All right, there you go. You can read it right quick. Yes, I scratched off two names because I was at the beginning of the year I was hesitant on where Washington and the Rangers would finish in the East. The West, there was no doubt in my mind the Oilers were finishing first. There was no doubt in my mind to start the year the Oilers would be number one. They were not winning the President's Trophy. Let me just. They weren't going to win the President's Trophy, but they were going to finish first in the West. Dallas was going to finish second. LA third. Colorado fourth. Winnipeg fifth. Vegas was sixth. I didn't really trust what Vegas had going on at the beginning of the year. I didn't trust their off season, so I didn't trust they were going to be very good throughout the year. I was wrong. Okay. And then I had Minnesota 7th, Vancouver 8th. I had a lot of hope in Vancouver this year. I had a lot of hope Vancouver would have turned the corner and made it 2 years in a row of making playoffs for the first time in a long time. Unfortunately, they're the Vancouver Canucks. Anywho's, I also had Calgary 9th, Nashville 10th, St. Louis 11th, and Anaheim 12th. Teams 9th to 12th were going to battle for those 8th playoff spots, at least for the 7th and 6th wildcard spots. Now, in the East, it wasn't so known to me because there was a lot of change in the East, a lot of ups and downs, and I based a lot of it on what happened last year with the rosters and what I thought the improvements were this year to help the teams. So I said Carolina, New Jersey, Boston, Toronto, Florida, Tampa, Islanders, Ottawa, Montreal, Washington in 9th. Montreal 9th, Washington in 10th, and New York in 11th. I had New York, Washington flip-flopping for 10th and 11th and put both teams pushing for 7th and 8th in the wild card. And then for the 12th place, I had Columbus. Now, obviously, that didn't happen as we sit here today on April, what are we today? April 6th. We're here on April 6th, and my predictions are pretty accurate on who made it. Again, Oilers are obviously not first. They're fifth. But I made a mistake on who was making the playoffs by one team. And I own it. I made a mistake by one team. I didn't give respect to St. Louis. I own it. I didn't give respect to St. Louis. But it is what it is. We move on. To the point where I'm going to show you what I had on the March 8th. Yes, I do have a screenshot of it for proof I wasn't lying. Here you guys go. Here's the screenshot of March 8th. Now, as you can see here, March 8th, I have the Jets, the Stars, the Oilers, the Avalanche, the Knights, the Kings, the Wild, the Canucks. Obviously, basing on who was in first place, second place, and how well the Oilers were playing in February, I thought, hey, they could make the jump and overtake everybody except for the Jets and the Stars. I just think the Jets and the Stars have a powerhouse team. Two teams that could face each other in the second round. It sucks they won't face each other for the third round to see who goes to the Stanley Cup. But that's Gary Bettman's rules. In the East, again, Capitals, Panthers, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Hurricanes, Senators, Blue Jackets, Canadiens. Again, Blue Jackets fell out, and the Devils came in. But, again, start of the season, I'm missing 2 out of 16 in the East, 1 out of 16 in the West. So March 8th, almost a month ago exactly, I'm still only missing one out of the West, and now I'm only missing one out of the East. So I don't understand why this person is coming at me saying I'm always wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, it's just a quick little video just to say, hey, I actually do know what I'm talking about. I do know my head from my elbow. I know my asshole from my head. You can say a lot of things to me on social media. You can call me a lot of names. What you can't call me is a liar, though. If you don't know me and you've never met me, you've never sat down and joined a live and had a conversation in a live, I mean, you can call me it, but it wouldn't be true, and it makes an asshole out of you. That's okay. Enjoy watching my videos because you can't comment anymore. Uh, Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Just thought I'd give a standings update because now obviously we know that in the West, Winnipeg is first, Dallas second, Vegas third, Colorado fourth, LA's fifth, all clinched. Edmonton sixth, St. Louis seventh, Minnesota eighth, Calgary 9. And out east, because it is what it is, Washington's first, Toronto's second, Carolina's third, Tampa's fourth, Florida's fifth, Jersey's sixth, Ottawa's seventh, and Montreal's eighth. I'm okay with it, and I'll do a round one all the way to playoff prediction. I'll write it on my big board over here for you guys. April 19th, tune into that. I think it'll be great. I'll give insight to why I think the team is going to win and why I think the team might surprise. Till then, deuces.